Welcome to the Business Transformation Pitch. I am Greg, the CX goalkeeper, bringing you conversations where transformation, leadership, and customer experience meet to create real impact. Did you know 80% of regular listeners haven't subscribed yet? If you enjoy the show, support us by hitting the subscribe button. I promise we will keep raising the bar with the guests, ideas, and strategies that really matter to you. Because in business, just like in football, this conversation could be the game changer. I am Greg's AI assistant. Greg discussed with Andrea Pomponi about conversational AI done properly. They covered how AI can amplify human potential by handling routine tasks, allowing people to focus on building relationships and achieving excellence in customer service. Enjoy the episode. The Swiss Future Institute and the AI Future Council connect you with Switzerland's leading experts in AI, digital transformation, and leadership. Explore the network at the Swiss Future Institute. Opportunities don't happen, we create them. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Business Transformation Pitch with the CX goalkeeper. I'm super thrilled because today we are going to discuss about conversational AI, but I want to state that now it's the one done right. It's the proper conversation that a machine is able to interact and to convince people buying stuff and ensuring proper service. Today I'm together with Andrea Pomponi. Hi Andrea, how are you?
Ciao Greg, super fine, thanks.
It's great, super thrilled. We know each other since several years now, and now it's time to discuss about this venture that you started. I think every day, every week, your company is getting bigger and bigger because you are working on the main topics. But I leave it to you to explain what. But as usual, let's kick off and start learning more about today's top player. It's Andrea Pomponi. Andrea, imagine your career as a soccer match. What is the best goal that you scored?
The best goal I have scored. Well, I'm scoring that goal in these weeks, during these weeks, because we are really starting a new contract with a big enterprise with the agent, an Italian enterprise, a global one that is it's setting up a pilot, a voice agent pilot on the pre-screening for HR. Okay. And the pilot is about to manage almost 500,000 call via phone. So a modest pilot.
Really a small one.
Need to be signed. Really a matter of days.
That's so cool. And perhaps you mentioned your company. What's the mission of your company you are working with?
Well, the agent as some of you are seeing in the presentation and sharing, available just on the video version of the webinar, is about voice AI. So we are deeply focused into inbound call and outbound call. So the focus is about automating all the interaction between the company and their client or potential clients via generative AI. So our mission is to make the interaction sounds as human-like as possible, and we are succeeding because we are competing against the biggest player in the consultancy world and with the big tech. But we are AI native, so we are really competitive on the cost side and super flexible as well. That is something client really approves.
I think it's not only about being flexible and the cost side, but also the speed. What I saw in your presentation and the POC that you can create, it's a different speed. It's a different vibe, and therefore it's quite clear where to go. Now you already touched the topic.
Sorry if I'm interrupting you, but it's really because we are AI native. That's because that's the matter of the speed we are talking about.
Yeah. But you are AI native, but many companies still see customers and customer service as a cost instead of a chance to build a relationship. How can voice AI change the mindset and turn every phone call into a better experience?
Well, I can see all the big tech leaders scaring everybody because AI is here to take our seat, to be really fast. But the truth is that AI is here to amplify us. So the voice AI into the customer service sector is here to let the human focus more on the human relationship, more on creating that excellence to push the customer experience at its maximum level. So you know much better than I know that the customer experience pyramid, where at the base there is meeting needs. Well, that meeting needs is completely filled by the generative AI. Then the excellence is made by the human side. Okay, so voice AI permit completely human to focus on the excellence. That's the most important thing on my side.
That's very interesting. And now let's start in connecting the dots. You mentioned earlier flexible, adaptable as a company, but also your agents. And now you're speaking that the human can be the value added, but all the groundwork is done by this agent. Can you share how powerful are these agents nowadays? It's really something that are they able to discuss with the customer, even if he's asking strange questions, or where are we now?
Well, look, when you train a team of customer center specialists or operator, well, you just send them material, presentation, FAQ. You can train the voice AI in the same exact way, and they behave in that way. So within the guardrails you define. Okay, so the end is really the same. When I talk to customer and they ask, we must train precisely the voice bot. Training a voice bot is just about uploading a knowledge base with the whole customer journey or the whole information a customer service specialist should be aware about. Okay, so it's really the same, and it is way more manageable. Okay, because AI doesn't have any kind of mood or it doesn't need any kind of vacation. So, well, things we already know.
And now you're explaining that, let's say, this technology is very simple, and you explained the process. You train these agents, and they can do everything what's required. They can have this conversation with the customers. As you said, and we are laughing, but it's the reality. They don't need vacation. They are not sick, and they can continuously learn, and they don't have always a different mood based on the day. But we know that technology is often the easy part. The real challenge is people, culture, implementing this solution in big corporates, but also in smaller companies. What are the biggest fears and misunderstanding company has by adopting conversational AI?
Well, we have two topics that are, in any case, similarly relevant. From one side, we have surely the human side. So we have many humans that have been trained in a long time from university, from society, from their manager to be executors. Okay, to go on their lane. AI is reversing this kind of approach because people people now should behave more creatively, more critically. Okay, should be more really the opposite as it has been trained to be for. Okay, during their work. So they really have to rethink, and manager and leaders also have to rethink how their people have to behave within the AI context. So this is one side. The other side is a technological side, because our technological heritage, the legacy heritage, the legacy systems that are the CRM, the technology, the platform we have been working with in the last 5-10 years, they are becoming obsolete at an incredible pace. Okay, because now we have vibe coding, because we have many platforms that I can mention, for example, Notion. Okay, it's more for a startup target, and it's okay, but it's completely agentic native right now. Okay, I don't know if anybody of you have tested Notion so far, especially the updates we had in the last 2 months. But it's really probably the most agentic platform as an hybrid of a CRM and a wiki to manage all the interaction, the sales pipeline. So from one side we have the legacy system. Okay, so HubSpot, I don't know, SAP, the giant one. Okay, that are not always so open in terms of API, MCP, and so on. And the new one, the agentic native one. So really, leaders and manager to face the new challenge on customer service really have to approach to these incredible challenges. The human one, so the professional transformation of their people, they indeed need to face, and the technological challenge, that is legacy system to be or updated by their vendor, or changed for a new agentic one. I don't know if it is clear the double side.
I think it totally makes sense. On the human side, it's as we are discussing now since several months, we need to uplift not only customer service skills, but our skills in general. But because what now is possible with AI, also being a simple user, not using MCPs and APIs, it's incredible. Yes, perhaps nowadays is still a lot of copy-paste, and in the future it won't be as soon as we will be able to use the different agents. But basically speaking about people working into customer service, as you said, I think that's the key. It's really reskilling the people, because they were trained to focus on average handling time, average speed of answer, and so on. And now agents are better because you can multiply them without any issues, and they learn much faster. That's the reality than humans, and therefore we need to think and to uplift to critical thinking, to creativity, to curiosity, in order to understand customer needs and then creating this value added. I think this is the first part. The second part that you mentioned related on the legacy system, and there I'm really keen to ask you this question. Is my understanding what you said, it's every company has a legacy, a lot of different systems and so on. And now I see a lot of technological provider like you are, or there are others that are going into these companies with a completely different speed, with a completely different mindset, and offer solutions that were not thinkable 2 weeks ago or 3 weeks ago. And they are quite scared to see all these new solutions, because they need to integrate them to ensure that everything is working properly. They need to track processes end to end and so on. What's your experience? How can you explain or convince to these companies that these new solutions are the way to go, and not continuously stick to very old-fashioned systems that are 6 months old or 6 years old, and they are not state-of-the-art anymore? And why I'm asking this question is because customers are now using ChatGPT, Claude, and so on, the latest version, they know what they can do. And now you call a contact center or you write into a chat and you don't get an intelligent answer.
Well, thanks for the answer. I took a webinar also this morning. Well, was more an education session for Fastweb, and we've been discussing about this topic. I mean, you should distinguish the two sides of AI implementation into a company. The first one is individual. And it's the cause we've been discussing about shadow AI, so individuals and people using their own preferred tool, the ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, most of the times in their free version. That is super, super dangerous because on a data breach side, because you... Maybe you know, or if you don't know, we can repeat it. Is that when the product is free, the product the product is you. You train their model through your interaction. But if you put I don't know, personal data or so on, you are training with your personal data a free LLM. So. One is the individual side, and if the individual side is not properly covered, and it's really difficult to implement structural initiatives as the voice AI or any kind of enterprise cross solution within the department. So, and the other one is cross solutions as voice AI, as automating in general the customer service. Okay. You have to get the most on solution at a cross enterprise level. Be sure that also individual dealing with the Gen AI output on the other side, on the cross project side, should be properly trained to manage the Gen AI output. Because sometimes I can see initiatives where most of the company isn't really aware on the behavior of the Gen AI within process, and then the manager and leaders proposing structural changes to the organization. This is pretty dangerous because. You can see then there is a multiple sub enterprise going at different paces. So in that case, you really have the risk of amplifying chaos.
It's really, I think that's the main point. But amplifying chaos, it's also that we need to start, or company needs to start, as we said, from the basics, fixing the problems, having a right data, and having a right governance in place in order to ensure where the data is flowing, who is using that, and how is used that. But now, instead of double clicking on that could start being boring for some people, let's really go to real use cases. In this second half of the game, I would really like to discuss with you some real use cases. Can you share a real example of a company that used voice AI to improve response time or lead qualification? How did it start? What they changed, and what are the results? Andrea, I know you very well. You don't have 2 hours.
You're really okay. We are on the same page. Well, we recently launched for the most important energy supplier in Italy, that is Enel. Okay, they recently launched Lene.it, that is their digital sub brand, 100% digital. We launched their inbound agent to qualify potential clients. So at the moment. If you go to lene.it, okay, .it, and clicking on contact us, you can see Goffredo with a Milan dial number. You can dial, of course, and you can ask to our agent. I don't know if you need the light contract or the gas contract. You speak with our inbound agent. They qualify your need, what you want to ask, and the moment half of the inquiries received by the inbound agent are completely managed. So just one call over two, go to the human, switch to the human side. Okay, so they really put an amazing efficiency on cutting into the kind of interaction they normally have been receiving to the customer service. There is a really simple example for a big enterprise adopting one of the first enterprise in Italy adopting Gen AI on the voice side. Okay.
Andrea, when we speak the last time, because I really like this inbound, but I was really, let's say, positively surprised about also outbound. And you mentioned, I don't know if you can mention the name of the company, but you mentioned outbound. It means lead generation. And you showed me a case that was incredible. Can you please also elaborate a bit on that?
Oh, of course. Well, Outbound has been our first business case, letting us to scale our solution. Lead qualification, well, we have an heritage in lead qualification because the agent is part of the Funnel Group, okay? Is our mother company is called Funnel Consulting. That is a lead generation company. So we really wanted at first to fill the gap of the lead qualification funnel, because we've been providing for a long time thousands and thousands of leads during the month. But the problem is that the sales team receiving our qualified lead was meant to call the lead and to qualify them, but there was really a long queue. So mind that they've been receiving the leads and calling them back in a couple of days. At the beginning, the sales team had really a queue of in an average of 2 days. So they've been receiving leads and contacting them 2 days after receiving the leads. Okay, that is really the death of the conversion rate. If you can see after, there are really extensive report of any kind in the lead generation sector that says that if you approach a lead even 2 hours later than the lead registration, the lead generation, like the conversion rate dropped at 70-80%. Okay, with voice AI, we can contact them back in a matter of seconds. So that way, you can see that the conversion rate really can double or triple the original rates. Okay, and this is really powerful, and it has an immense impact on the return on investment of the team. It really let the small teams to scale their product or their service without a big sales team or without involving a big call center.
Thank you, Andrea. I would have 200 additional questions, but taking care of your time and the audience time, we are coming to an end of this game. Now we are on the penalties at the end of the game. Who is your role model in business?
My role model in business, me as Andrea Pomponi, the agent?
Yes.
Okay. Well, I am a co-founder and head of partnership, and my role is really to boost our partner program. So to collaborate with our partner, to let them express their full potential with voice AI towards their clients.
What is your transformation superpower?
Well, I'm transformative. I mean, I can really be as simple as a salesperson when I need the sales skill, and I can be technical and deep and really, how to say, deep is enough when I deal with technological or more, with technical people. Transformative can be the good word.
What's your favorite workplace vibe?
My workplace, I've been a great supporter of the smart working, but recently having the possibility to work in a villa amid amid the gardens and ships and hills around Rome. Right now, I prefer to go to the villa.
What's the toughest challenge that you beat in business?
The toughest challenge, be mentally centered in a world that is increasing pace at an incredible pace as well.
Thank you. And now we are coming to the last question. Is Andrea's golden nugget, it's something that we discussed or something you want to leave to the audience with?
Sorry, I didn't understand.
It's Andrea's golden nugget, it's something that we discussed or something new to leave to the audience with?
Well, the golden nugget. The golden nugget is no, we didn't discuss. The golden nugget is never be tired of experimenting. Experiment always. Be a small child, amazed every time is possible.
Andrea, thank you very much for your time. To the audience, if you have additional questions, feel free to contact me or Andrea. You will find all the information and all the links to Andrea's LinkedIn, to the company and so on in the show notes. Andrea, thank you very much. For the audience, it's everything for today. I hope that you enjoyed this discussion as much as I did. Andrea, please stay with me. For the others, thank you very much. Have a great day.
Ciao, everybody.
That's all for today. If you enjoyed this episode, please spread the word. It really helps. And remember, 80% of regular listeners haven't subscribed yet. If you enjoyed the show, the easiest way to support us is by hitting that subscribe button. I promise we will keep raising the bar with the guests, ideas, and strategies that matter most to you. Until next time, never forget, we are not in B2B or B2C, we are in H2H, human-to-human environment. Thank you.